Today I'm going to give you a gift, something that you can be thankful for, something that you can use that'll last you throughout the entire year. You'll never need another one again. What if you could expand Thanksgiving to last the whole year? What if I told you that this year for Black Friday, I have a deal for you that's better than everything else out there? It's so good that every single time you use it, it will literally improve your life every single time and your well-being. What if I told you that this gift is free? Costs $0 for you, costs $0 for anyone you want to share it to, and I even recommend that you share it with as many people as you can. That sounds like a pretty good gift, right? Well, the gift I'm here to offer you today, the most beautiful thing I can give you on this beautiful Black Friday is gratitude. Now, if you look at the dictionary, most of the time it'll define gratitude as a feeling of appreciation for the positive and good things in life. And make no mistake about it, that's exactly what gratitude is. But I want to take gratitude a little bit further. I want to just explore the ins and outs of it and why it's so important, why it's so misunderstood, and why so few people are really tapping into one of the most important things that they will ever have access to. And again, it's free, costs $0, right? Now you might be asking yourself, why is it so important to show gratitude? Well, if you think about time, past, present, and future, right now we're in the present. The past already happened. There's only so much you can do about it. Mostly nothing. The future isn't here, and it also isn't promised, so you may not even get there. But the present, right now, this moment right here, is literally a gift. It's called the present because it's literally a gift. It's called the present, and it literally is a gift. The question is, what do you do with it? Now consider for a moment if somebody gave you a gift of immense value, worth more than all the diamonds and pearls and rubies that you could possibly think of, all the Bitcoin, all the cash, whatever currency you could think of, this thing was worth more than all of it combined. The least you could do is say thank you. That's what gratitude is. Gratitude is simply telling yourself, telling the universe, telling God, thank you. Just thank you. It's so important, right? And again, when someone does something really nice for you, or gives you something really nice, generally speaking, it's expected that you say thank you. When we raise our kids, when we raise our children, one of the first things we teach them is when somebody gives you something, you say thank you. What do you say? You say thank you. It's one of the first things we learn as a kid, as a human. It's one of the first things we learn because gratitude is really important. By not understanding gratitude, by not understanding how to appreciate the things you have, it's really hard to attain even better things. If you don't appreciate what you have, how can you get better? You can't appreciate even the place you are in. How can you make progress if you don't even understand the advantages and tools that you've been given? How can you make progress if you don't even understand the gift that you've been given right now? And make no mistake about it, not every person is alive to experience whatever Thanksgiving you had, good or bad. There's somebody who started off 2023 that didn't make it through 2024, but you did. There's somebody who started the year off sharp and sound of mind, and at this very moment right now, they're not in that place. But you are, you might be. So if you have a sound mind, if you have a sound body, if you can still wake up, if you're still breathing, if you can still appreciate music, if you can still laugh, if you can still joke, if you still got family, if you still got any amount of friends, you have a reason to be grateful. Gratitude and gratefulness is something that builds and grows, kind of like a tree. You plant the seed of gratitude and it just sprouts about so much more better positive stuff. But you got to plant the seed. So many people want the tree without planting the seed first, and it just doesn't happen that way. How can you receive more if you don't even appreciate what you have? How can you receive better if you don't even appreciate what you have right now? How can you build upon what you already have if you don't even think that there's anything to build upon? It's going to be really hard. So again, it's not just words. It's not even just actions. Gratitude is a mindset. And so as I always say, thought precedes action. If you have a mindset of gratitude, you're going to live out the actions of a grateful person. You ever spend a significant amount of time around somebody who's always complaining? They pull you down. They drag you down. It's not a good thing. And even if they got good reasons to be complaining, it's still not a good feeling. Something about it still doesn't sit right with you. Who would you rather spend time with? Someone who loves and cares and appreciates you, who values you, who's thankful for your time and energy and presence, or someone who's always complaining about you, who always points out the shortcomings, who always points out the negative? That same thing exists on a much larger scale when we're talking about your mindset and the way you interact with the rest of the world. Again, if all you can think is negative, all you'll receive is negative. If you can never focus on the good, how can you receive more good? You can't even see good. Good might literally be sitting right in your lap, and you don't even notice it because you have a mindset of complaint and negativity. And again, I'm not saying that your life is perfect. I know there might be things going on in it that aren't easy. I know that you got challenges. I know you got struggles. I know that day to day, things might not be how you need them to be. But there is something in your life worth being grateful for. Even if it's the fact that you can hear me speaking on this video. If you can't hear me speaking on the video, maybe it's the fact that you can see me. The fact that you can see another sunrise. The fact that you get to see another sunset. The fact that your fingers work. The fact that your ears can hear. The fact that your eyes can still see. That your brain can still focus. They all seem like such small things. But when you approach life with a sense of gratitude, if you can think, if you can dream, if you can plan, and you can take action, you literally have control of your life. What better reason would there be to be grateful? You might feel like in this world you're completely alone, but it costs $0 to put your hands together or to close your eyes and just pray. If nothing else, if nobody else, God is listening to you. So pray. If nothing else, the universe will hear your gratitude and it will reward you with better. But the universe, like many people, doesn't reward negativity and complaint. How many people do you know right now at this very moment are stuck on complaint, or always talking about the negative? Does it make you want to be around them more? Does it make you want to jump into whatever it is they do? Nah, it doesn't. How about a quick story? Thanksgiving just passed, and for me, it was really, really good. Saw a lot of family, people I hadn't seen in a long time, people who I just love, and people who really make life worth living. If that's not a reason to be grateful, I don't know what is. But I know not everybody is lucky and as blessed as me to have their family intact the way mine was this year. For me, Thanksgiving this year was really good. I got to see so much family. And even though I didn't get to see everybody, I'm still really grateful for what I did get to have. Even though I didn't get to see everybody who I may have wanted to, I saw so many people and I was filled and surrounded with love. So even if you didn't, even if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I'm telling you, find something to be grateful for and watch the way your life takes off. For me, it might be coming together. It might be laughing. It might be that family prayer over dinner. It might be the movie we watch. It might be talking about memories. It might even be the awkward conversations you have about what changes have happened here and there. But I'm grateful for it all. Because there's somebody who didn't wake up today to get to experience anything. There's somebody today who's in a hospital. There's somebody today who's grieving. And in this very moment, I just got to be thankful. And so in this very moment, I just want to share to you how important it is to recognize and appreciate the things you do have. Again, things may not be perfect. I took some real losses this year. I had some real wins this year. Everybody who I loved, who I came into 2024 with, hasn't left 2024 with me. And it hurts. But I'm still grateful. Because even though I lost some people who I love so much, I still got so many more who are here. And I know that those people who aren't here with me now are still looking down over me. And I know that they will want me to be grateful. And I know that they understand more than anybody else the time you have here is precious. A lot of times we hear people talking about goals and destinations and getting to a point. And it's really important to be goal-oriented and have something that you're working towards. But it's also important to stop and just smell the flowers, to appreciate all of the good that's been given to you. And whether you know it or not, whether you fully understand it or not, you've been given so much good that it would be almost a shame not to acknowledge it. Again, I'm not saying that every single moment of life is going to be perfect, but even being grateful for the pain, because you can't feel pain, you can't know pain if you never felt good. And so if you're already a person who shows gratitude and is grateful, keep doing what you're doing. We need so much more of that in this world. But if you find yourself a little bit upset about how the day went, maybe your relationship status isn't where you want it to be. Maybe your money isn't where you want it to be. Maybe there's something in your life that isn't quite right and you just wish it were better. There's nothing wrong with wanting better for yourself. But while you want better, it's so important to appreciate what you have. People who are grateful, people who show gratitude, age in a way that's so much finer than those who are always stressed and worried. There's a reason why certain people develop gray hairs really quickly. Why certain people develop wrinkles really quickly. A lot of times it's simply because you couldn't appreciate the things you had. Or you were always worrying about the next step, or the next challenge, or the next struggle, or the next dollar, or the next thing, as opposed to being happy about the present, about understanding and appreciating the most precious gift that you have, which is right now, which is the present. Yesterday might be history and tomorrow might be a mystery, But this moment right here, this time right now, you have it. You can do something with it. You can set some goals. You can start working towards them. You can make improvements. Even if it's a tiny incremental improvement, you can make the improvements. If it's just appreciating what you have and you don't need to make any more improvements. If it's just recognizing the beauty that you have been given, the grace and mercy that you have been shown. Being grateful pays dividends, the likes of which cannot really be measured. So I'm not saying you always got to have this perfect mind of gratitude, but as much as you can, you want to be grateful. If saying thank you to a person goes a really long way, what does saying thank you to the universe mean? If saying thank you to a human goes a really long way, what would saying thank you to God? Thank you, God, for doing what you did for me. What would that do for you? Gratitude. So simple, so free, costs nothing. You can share it with literally anyone. And the more you do, the better things will get every single time. When you can appreciate the simple things in life, everything is better. The sun shines brighter, music sounds better, food tastes better, everything is better. So my charge to you, my challenge to you is take Thanksgiving and extend it throughout the whole year and spread it. Because right now there's somebody who doesn't understand gratitude, but right now you do. Right now there might be someone in this world who doesn't have a reason to be thankful, but you can show them a smile. And there's so many different ways to show gratitude. You can say thank you. You can offer somebody a smile. It might be a hug. It might be a meal. It might be a number of things. But showing gratitude always works. Every single time. It's fail-proof. Even if the person who you show gratitude doesn't appreciate it, your soul does. Your spirit does. Your energy does. So show that gratitude, right? They say birds of a feather flock together. So as much as you can surround yourself by people who express that gratitude, man, things will just go better. And if you are the light amongst the darkness where everyone else is complaining and you're the one with the gratitude, be the light. Be that one. Darkness isn't going anywhere, but you can be that one light. You can be that one beacon of gratitude that everybody else builds off of. And it might be a little tiresome at first. It might not be easy at first, but how many things that are worth having are easy? So I'm telling you ahead of time, it might not be easy to show gratitude all the time. It might not always seem easy to do it, but it goes so much further beyond what our eyes can see and what our ears can hear. Gratitude is literally life-changing. So show gratitude. By the way, don't look now, but those who are grateful, those who appreciate the time that they have, tend to take more advantage of it. And so I ask, what would happen if you had a shift in mindset? If I'm grateful for whatever time I've been given, what are the chances I'm going to waste it? People who aren't grateful for the time they're given, they got no problem wasting time doing who knows what. But if you're grateful for the time you're given, you're going to take advantage of it. If you're grateful for the love you're given, you will take advantage of it. If you're grateful for the home you've been given, you'll take advantage of it. If you're grateful for the life you've been given, you'll do what it takes to maintain and even improve it. So be grateful. I don't even want to focus on what happens if you're not, because we want to have a mindset of positivity and thought precedes action. So be grateful. Be grateful for everything that you've been given, even when it's not easy. And if you have a moment where you have to be human, take that moment. But always come back to gratitude, because it's going to keep paying you over and over again. At the beginning of this video, I promised you the best deal for Black Friday anyone could get. And what could be better than gratitude? What could be better than appreciating the things you have, than recognizing what you have, even the things you'll have in the future? What you have right now is the thing that'll lead up to it. So being grateful for the present even pays you in the future. Gratitude, good people. This is the Infinite Evolution. I hope you were able to get something out of today's video. If nothing else, a little bit of gratitude. Have a good day. Talk to you soon. Peace.